guys, what is up? It's your boy Landon from Dando Daily, bringing you on insane life story and an insane gameplay from viral pancakes to 98 Gunstreak on Yemen. So go on in and leave a like for that insane gameplay, and let's get right into the commentary. So first off, school had just ended. It was my freshman year, and we were like, you know what, school ended, let's party. So it was me and my brother and some of his senior friends. We were like, let's party. So we go out to my friend's house, and he lives on East Main Street. We start partying, getting stuff done. So the night goes on, it just keeps going, and it gets to about 12 o'clock, and there's a cop that's just like sitting across the street waiting for a drunk driver, and he just feels like being a bitch and letting the drunk driver like go on, and he comes over and he starts causing trouble at his house, my friend's house. So right there we were like, wow, you're letting a drunk driver go by. So he ends up calling literally the whole town's police force almost, and some state troopers, to his house. And we look outside, and there's literally 12 cops outside, and we're like, holy God, there's so many cops. And they all just start like rushing the house. There was a couple friends outside, and they like pull out tasers and guns and are screaming, and I'm like, get on the ground. And so we're all freaking out at that point because they have tasers and stuff to us. So we all run inside and go upstairs in my friend's bedroom and just hang out there. And eventually one of like the dick cops comes in, and he's screaming at his parents and stuff like that. And he's like searching the house like, where'd they go? Where'd they go? So of course we're freaking out because they had like tasers to everybody. They'd already put some of our friends in handcuffs, and we're underage of course at that, but we were not expecting them to like just come in and put handcuffs on everybody and stuff like that. So we're freaking out, and the guy finally comes in my friend's bedroom, and he's like, oh, I hit the jackpot, like he just found like a kilo of cocaine or something. And we didn't have anything on us, we were just having a fun night. And so he starts like lecturing to us and like, you all didn't see all the lights outside, it's like Christmas. So he was just being a bitch and stuff like that. So they took us all outside, and we sat down on the pavement. There was probably 12 of us or so, and we just sat there, and they started talking to us, and all of them were being really cool, and they like understood what we were doing. And they were like, well, I'd rather you all just not be out driving and stuff, because we weren't. And they were like, so we're happy about that, but like there's noise complaints and we needed to come stop you all. And we were like, okay. But there's just one asshole police officer, and he was just being a bitch. He was like interrogating everybody and stuff like that. So of course we had to call our parents to come pick us up and all that. And all the cops had already knew me and my brother because of my mom. She like works with them. And so they just come by, and he's talking to us and all that. And he's like interrogating us. He's like, how much have you all had? He's making us like sign our names, and of course like how old we are and stuff like that. And then I signed my name, and he was like, oh, 15 years old, huh? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, that's a good start to your life. So he's just like being a real asshole, just interrogating us and like acting like he meant something to our lives, and just being an asshole. So we were all just sitting there and just talking on the pavement, waiting for our parents. My phone was dead, and my brother had like 2%, so we were like, oh God, how are we going to get someone here? But my mom eventually did show up. And so after that, mom comes, picks us up, she takes us home, and then I call all the other friends and see what they, like, make sure they were all right and stuff like that. And they were like, holy God, have y'all heard from our other friend? And we hadn't, the guy's house that we were at, and they ended up taking his dad to jail. Like, we did not expect that. Of course it's illegal, but we did not expect that to happen. So we were just freaking out. We were like, oh my God, they actually took him to jail. Like, what is going on here? So, the next day he gets released, and we were freaking out. Like, we didn't know if we needed to go, like, talk to him, say we're sorry and stuff. So we didn't. But my brother ended up going the day after that and helped clean up the house and stuff like that. So now it's like 2 years later, and we just joke about the story because it's pretty funny. And like just the other day, our friend's house that we were at, he told us that his dad was so pissed that he got sent to jail that he actually walked home. Like, he didn't call for anybody to come pick him up. He walked home from the jail. So that alone, we were laughing about that because that's just hilarious that he was that pissed. We joke about it today, but it was a pretty scary story, and just an insane story at that they let a drunk driver go by just to stop a couple teenagers from partying. But I understand it was illegal, but still, that was a really insane story. So leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and it's been your boy. Peace.